Namaste. In this session, we're practicing about 20 minutes vinyasa yoga with the emphasis and sort of motif of binds. Binds. And more specifically, getting into binds and then releasing them. So physically, when we're in a bind, it causes some sort of compression, and depending on the bind, it can create tourniquet effects and affecting the way that the blood flows into said joints and body parts, and also affects how the prana or our breath moves within our bodies. It's quite poetic. You find yourself in a bind and then you release yourself from a bind. On our mats today, we are purposefully putting ourselves into binds. That way we can learn how to release ourselves from it. Our practice on our mats is our practice for life, so we can look at it that way as well. And it's similar to Ganesha, who is the deity with the elephant head. He is the remover of obstacles. However, he also places obstacles in our way as sort of a learning opportunity for us to, again, learn how to navigate towards difficulties, challenges, detours. And so we can start to look at blockages, binds, detours, failures as redirection and almost guidance and protection. So that's our practice. And as far as props, you won't need them necessarily. However, if you do like to use straps for binds, then I suggest having a strap. You can use a scarf or anything that's long enough for you to reach the strap behind you. Hey, with that said, let's begin. Samastitihi. Stand at the top of your mat, big toes touch, and draw your hands to your heart center. Begin to tune into your breath in and out through your nose. Finding samavriti, same inhale in, same exhale out. Inhale. Om. Surya Namaskar A, Sun A. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach your hands, widen up, touch your palms, look up. Exhale, fold over your legs, empty the breath. Inhale, halfway lift through the spine. Exhale, step or jump back, chaturanga, low plank. Option to skip or use your knees. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. 3 breaths. 1. 2. And 3. Inhale, look forward, step or jump to the top, forward fold. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, mountain pose, Tadasana, reach wide and up, look up. Samastitihi, exhale. One more time, inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, Vinyasa. Be with the breath. Downward facing dog, exhale, 1. 2. And 3. Look forward, step or jump to the top, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Samastitihi, exhale. Inhale, chair pose. Sit your hips back, at the same time reach your arms up. Exhale, fold over your legs and release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump back, Vinyasa. Downward facing dog, exhale. Step your right leg forward, root down through your left heel. Inhale, rise up to warrior 1. Keep breathing here, root down from your back heel. Work to square your hips, doesn't need to be perfect. Just pull your right hip back, left hip forward. Front knee over your front ankle. And then inhale, touch your palms, look up, lengthen the spine. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind you for chest expansion. Option for a strap. One more breath in. Exhale, humble warrior. Draw your right shoulder inside of your right knee. Bow your head down. 1. Keep hugging your hips in, right hip back. 2. Stretch your shoulders, relax the shoulders. And 3. Stay low in your lunge, release your bind, and plant your hands up, frame your front foot with your hands. Lift your back heel, and then inhale, easy twist, lift your right hand, look up towards your hand. Keep breathing, roll out your wrist and your fingers, your arm ankle. Roll out your arm ankle. Wiggle the fingers. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Step your left leg forward, root down through your right heel. Inhale, rise up, Virabhadrasana 1. Keep breathing here. Again, rooting down through both feet, steering your left hip back, right hip forward. Lock your belly in, think mountain in your upper body. And then inhale, look up towards your hands. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind. You can switch one finger off. And then pull your shoulders back. Inhale, chest expansion. Exhale, humble warrior. Bow your left shoulder inside of your left knee. Reach the crown of your head down for 1. Stay strong in your back leg. 2. Reach your knuckles up and away from your back. And 3. Stay low in your warrior and then release your hands to frame your front foot. Lift your right heel and then inhale. Extend your left hand up for easy twist. Keep breathing. Roll out your wrist. Wiggle the fingers. Inhale. Exhale, vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Inhale, lift your right leg. As you exhale, scorpion dog. Bend your knee, stack your right hip over the left. Good. Roll out your ankle. Level off the shoulders, stretch through the hips. And then inhale, re-extend your right heel. Exhale, knee to nose, hinge forward. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your foot between your palms, warrior 2. Ground your left heel, stack your shoulders over your hips. Extend your arms opposite directions. From here, we'll take a half bind. Reach your left hand to your lower back. You can reach for your low back or your upper thigh. Pull your left shoulder behind you as you look beyond your right fingers. Option to stay here. Option to find extended side angle pose with the half bind. Reach your right hand down. Look up. Option for a full bind. Reach underneath. Do what you can. Here for 1. 2. Peel your left shoulder back. And 3, release the bind if you had it, and then inhale, rise up to a star pose. Heels and toes out, shake it out. I'm going to face you for a moment. And then exhale, swing your right arm underneath the left for eagle bind. Option for bear hug as well. Pull your elbows in towards your chest, shoulders down and back. Inhale, gaze up, bring your elbows up to meet. Exhale, fold. Point your toes in towards each other and then fold for a wide forward fold. Once you reach the bottom, free yourself of the bind. Reach for either your calves, ankle, or the sides of your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. 1. Keep lifting your sit bones. 2. and 3. Inhale, halfway lift through your spine. Exhale, rotate towards your right leg, and then find vinyasa. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Exhale. Inhale, lift your left leg up. As you exhale, scorpion dog, bend your knees, stack your left hip over the right. Level off your shoulders and roll out your left ankle. Wiggle the toes. Inhale, three-legged dog, re-extend your leg. Exhale, knee to nose, hinge forward to high plank. Inhale, re-extend, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your foot between your palms, warrior 2. Ground your right heel, stack your shoulders over your hips. Look beyond left fingertips. And then take a half bind, reach your right hand behind, either for your low back or your upper left thigh. Peel your right shoulder back. And then option to stay here, option 4, extended side angle pose with the bind. Lower your left hand down, look up towards the sky. Option 4, full bind. That's in your practice. Here for 1. 2, strong right leg. And 3, release the bind if you had it. Star pose, everybody, straighten both legs, shake it out. Let that go. Inhale, expand. Exhale, swing your left arm underneath the right. This time, point your toes in towards each other. Okay, option for bear hug again. And then inhale, lift your elbows, lift your gaze up. Exhale, fold over your legs with the bind, hips up. Release the bind at the bottom, reaching for your calves, ankles, or your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold back down. 1. We'll be here 5 to 6 breaths. 2, option headstands if that's your practice today. 3. 4. And 5. Really turn down if you lift it up. Everyone, inhale, halfway lift your spine. Exhale, pivot towards your left leg. Low lunge into vinyasa. Take it home. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Now look forward, step or jump through chair pose. Big toes touch. Sit down, reach up. Inhale. Exhale, swing your left arm underneath the right. Once again, eagle bind. Again, you can do bear hug. Pull your elbows into your chest. Find that compression of your joints into your chest. Really good for the joints. Almost like a tourniquet effect. And then lean into your right leg. Lift your left leg and cross your knees. Your toes can stay down, lifted, or double bind in the legs. As long as the knees and the elbows are compressed, you know? Squeeze your legs, squeeze your arms, shoulders back. How's the breath? Keep the bind in the arms, but unravel your legs. Lift your left knee for a one-legged mountain. Extend your left heel forward. Hug your right hip as you slowly lower your left heel into eagle-armed airplane. Look towards your mat, point your left toes as you reach your fingertips away. Release the bind out to a T. Option for hands to prayer. Here for 3, 2, and 1. Standing splits. Place your hands down either onto blocks or your mat. Here for 1. Stretch the back of your right leg. 2. And 3. Bend your right knee, Shiva squat. Bend your left knee and cross behind your right knee And then lower down to your left shin for Ardha Matsyendrasana. Okay, option 2, extend your left leg under. And then lean your right hand back. Lift your left hand, inhale. Exhale, twist over to your right side. Look over right shoulder. All right, option 2, extend your left hand. Option 4, full or half bind. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to twist. Good. If you had the bind, release the bind. And then everybody lean into your feet, or plant your hands towards your left side. Lean into your feet and then come into a fold. It's okay if you're off your mat, off-centered. And then lift your spine up to stand, and then step or hop your feet. Turn your weight to face the front. That's part of the practice. We're in a weird bind, a weird position. So sometimes all you need to do is get out of it or straighten it out. All right, anyways, chair pose. Inhale, bend your knees, reach up. Exhale, this time swing your right arm underneath the left for eagle bind or bear hug. Good. Hug the elbows in, squeeze the elbows, shoulders back, lean into your left leg, and then lift your right leg and cross your knees. Good. Sit back into your chair, toes can be down, lifted, or double bind. Squeeze the arms, squeeze the legs. Maintaining awareness of the breath. And then keep the bind in the arms. Unravel your legs to a one-legged mountain. Extend your right heel, keeping your gaze concentrated at one point. Hug your left hip as you lower your right heel and swing it back to eagle-armed airplane. Point your right toes as you extend your fingertips opposite direction. Free yourself of the bind to airplane, arms out to a T, here for 1. 2, feel the freedom in your chest. And 3, standing splits, hands down to your mat or a block. Lift your right heel, your toes towards the sky, and stretch the back of your left leg for 1. Fully exhales. 2. And 3, Shiva squat. Bend your left knee, bend your right knee behind your left knee, and then lower down to your hips. Ardha Matsyendrasana. Yep, plant your left hand behind. Again, you can extend your leg if you'd like. Reach your right hand, inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist to your left. Look over left shoulder. Option, extend your right hand. Option 4, a half or a full bind. You can use a strap as well. But stay with the breath. Fully inhales in, fully exhales out. Samavriti. No matter what pickle or bind we're in, maintain awareness of your breath. Good, good. And then release whatever you have. Extend both legs out long, shake them out. And then we'll do Upavishta Konasana. Extend your legs out as wide as you can. You can reach your feet. Otherwise, hands can stay forward. Lengthen your spine. Keep the feet active. And then walk yourself forward. But if you can reach the feet, keep the feet. First, lower your forehead down. And then your nose. And then your chin. Here for 1. Relax through the hips and the legs. 2. 3. 4. 5. Inhale, lift your spine halfway. Exhale, release. Baddha Konasana. Baddha is bound. Konasana, angle pose. Bound angle pose. Touch the soles of your feet, butterfly your knees. And then inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. 1. Completely exhales. 2. Release into your hips and your low back. 3. 4. And 5. Inhale, rise up to your seat. And then exhale, find your way onto your back. I'm going to set up for bridge pose. If you have a block, I suggest using a block. I don't have a block today. I'm going to use a shoebox. Okay. If you don't have any prop, just come into regular bridge. So lay down onto your backs, plant your feet hip width distance, and then lift your hips up. Roll your tailbone forward. Option to take a bind underneath you. And also option for supported bridge. Place the block or prop underneath your hips and rest your hips onto the block. Wherever you are, relax with the belly. Be with the breath. If you're in regular bridge, return your hips back down, releasing the bind. And then return once again up to a second bridge. If you have a block underneath for supported bridge, completely disengage, trust in the block, in your support. Good. If you're on the block, lift your hips up and then slide, remove the block from underneath you. Thank you, block. Everyone, release your hips back down to your mat. Separate your feet as wide as your mat and begin to knock your knees side to side. Draw your arms out to a goalpost. And then next time your knees are over to the left, keep your knees there. You can place your knees on a block, or you can cross your left ankle outside of your right knee for a deeper stretch. If you crossed your ankle, return your foot back down and then switch your knees over to the right side. Again, you can place your knees onto blocks, or you can cross your right ankle outside of your left knee for a deeper stretch in the hip. If you cross your ankle, release your ankle and then draw your knees back center. Hug your knees into your chest, find ball pose, forehead towards your knees. Give yourself a big hug. Compress everything, engage your toes, fingers, face, belly, chest, back. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Release the legs, release the arms. Set up any props as you'd like or need. Just make any adjustments to lay comfortably. Release control of your breath and your body. Simply noticing the inhale and the exhales as they arrive. And I'll leave you here in Shavasana. Please stay for at least a few more minutes to integrate your practice. As always, thank you, and thanks to all our teachers. Namaste.